Oh, hi. We're live. Hey, we're live in US, foreign countries, YouTube, Facebook, other places, all access network TV, ships at sea. Welcome to the show. If you're watching the rerun of this on YouTube or Facebook, send me some lottery numbers because you're in my future. All right. Have a good day. Anyway, we're going to get started with the show. I don't have a whole lot of comments tonight. We got a great guest tonight. I'll be bringing her out in just a minute. But first, we need to talk about something dear to my heart. New Orleans Paranormal Society, Chris and Jennifer Talley, they do tours down in New Orleans, and normally, probably tonight. Usually Jennifer works on Thursday night, so she's probably got a tour right now getting it together. They may be at the first location. They may be at the Voodoo House. All right. If you want to call them for a tour, here's their number, address. If you're going to be down there this summer, this spring, and you want to go on a ghost tour where instead of taking you to a haunted building and say, this is haunted, take a look at it, take a few pictures, let's move on, they will put a piece of paranormal equipment in your hand, take you inside, sit you down, and let you talk to the spirits yourself. This is what they do. They are paranormal investigators, not tour guides showing you a building. They have picked it up a little bit as they are going to do a Paracon starting July 31st, August 1st and 2nd. Got a brand new video. I hope it works all the way. And we're going to go ahead and show that now. Talking about the New Orleans Paracon.com be the website. Oh, we didn't start the part of it. There we go. Some nice soft jazz background music. Platinum package. It's matter for you people. Go to their website. Happy package sounds like a whole lot, but what you get, 2 people. It's only 500 per person. This is supposed to be the really dead package. Midnight package, including a cemetery ghost hunt. You like bed and egg rape? Spend the weekend with her. $500 per person. This time with Sam Brachusa, and you get to meet Father Sebastian. The Sebastian tour, the RP package is sold out. Sorry about that. He doesn't do Paracons. He sold out the day or 2. Weekend they passed it, and he got all the person. Smart. It's Rihanna. This word will be there. Vancouver was leading cemetery investigation. A horror act. That's a lot more than I could tell you about that. If you want to go, NewOrleansParacon.com. By the way, we will stay in the hotel at the corner of Bourbon and Canal. And there will be a VIP party. That's in the VIP package. The celebrities at the VIP will be upstairs on the balcony throwing beads out. And yes, there will be a bead party. Hopefully, there's no, flipping your top up for that one. I hope they keep it PG and they just pass out beads to the passersby at the VIP party. Got a beautiful hotel, got a beautiful room. There is on one of the upper floors, a pool, which I will be broadcasting from the last Thursday of July. So you'll be hearing a lot more about this. Chris says it's all my fault. So I told him I'd sell all the packages. So here I sit. So I'm running to sell packages. All right. Our special guest tonight. Let me tell you a little bit about her. Nikki is a certified Reiki master. I'm going to ask her about Reiki tonight. She's also an empath, an intuitive reader, counselor, and teacher. She uses energy, sound, and crystals for healing, along with aromatherapy and basalt stones. Definitely going to ask her about that. Aromatherapy and basalt stones. Okay. Nikki loves working with animals, children, and the elderly. Hey, I'm practically 70. Does that count for elderly? She is wholeheartedly focused on her mission as a light worker and healer. And you can find her Facebook or YouTube, Mystic Dreams 1111. So, without further ado, let's bring our guest tonight, Nikki Perkins.
Hey guys, that New Orleans sounds like fun.
It's going to be.
I've never been. I would love to go, and of course, I love Patty and Sam and John. Is John related to Ed and Lorraine Warren?
Somebody John is. I forget who.
Yeah. Okay. I just watched. What was it? The Conjuring 4, The Last Rites. I just watched that the other night. It was good. It was really good.
Cool. So it's going to be a great convention. They're trying to set it up to be one of the major conventions of the year. Of course, you're talking about one of the most haunted cities in the country.
Yes.
Next year it will be in June, and they're going to expand a little bit into the more horror movie genre. Okay. As I explained, a lot of the guests that you just saw will be leading paranormal investigations on Friday and Saturday night, and there's going to be one on Sunday. So people, the package usually just covers 2 nights. If you want to buy an extra night, you can save their Sunday. And if your package includes something Sunday night, there will be stuff going on Sunday night.
Okay. It does.
Myself, I'm probably going down there Tuesday before. I'll be there on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night before. Then, of course, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
What night is Patty going to be there?
Patty has got her own night. She's going to be there most of the weekend.
Okay.
And she's going to be leading one of the ghost hunts too.
That's
and they got that one package that's all her. You got Sam Bertuzes, Father Sebastian, and Patty, and it's a $500 per person, and that's a weekend with her. So you got to figure a weekend. They're talking about Friday and Saturday night, and if you get that package, you get to be with her the entire weekend.
Oh wow!
It's not just a meet and greet. They will have that, of course. It's not just where they talk, which they do have during the day, different courses. But at nighttime, we all go to Bourbon Street, which is right there. We got to walk down a little bit, and transportation will be provided. But the stars will be leading paranormal investigations on Friday and Saturday, and I think there's going to be one or two Sunday. So you actually get to do some ghost hunting with Letriana and the others. And I will be anybody who wants to be shown. Gwen and I are going to hook up. Not Gwen and I, but on computers, please. But I don't want to hear you back talk from the producer on this. But we'll have our computers hooked up, and I will be showing live paranormal investigations. You'll see what the crowd, the guest, and the people who bought that package are getting to do and where they're going to be.
Right.
You what?
So if I can't go, I can at least watch it then.
Yes, watch it and be ready next year. These people make Chris and Jennifer make their living on tours, ghost hunting tours, not showing you the building, not taking you there. One of them is Andrew Jackson. Very hard place to investigate.
I'd like to stay there.
They go there 3 or 4 nights in the week. They've got a room set aside. They call it the haunted closet.
Okay.
And it's on the ground floor. Up above it is the most haunted room in the hotel that they can't hardly get anybody to stay in. So if nobody, you go on a tour, if nobody's staying there, they'll take you up to that room. I myself have witnessed this. I have been in that room. Well, I investigated two nights in a row several years ago at Andrew Jackson. Yes, I stayed there. I investigated all night long, 2 straight nights there. And yes, I'm lucky. Thank you very much.
Did you have anything happen to you? Or did you have anything?
Well, that's what I was about to say. In that haunted room, if it's, have it saying a ghost will do this, you can't say that because it's not a circus act.
Right.
But I have seen myself where you walk in the room, and it's been cleaned by the staff, but all of a sudden you'll have roaches running all over the place.
Really?
Yes, you'll have things flying around. The lights will flicker, and you'll hear some sounds that shouldn't be coming out of there. So that's just part of it. Down right below, they will put you in a room, in a chair, with paranormal equipment around you, and you will try to talk to spirits that they have the names of.
Right.
In that room, the spirits are fairly cooperative. They know Chris and Jennifer quite well, talking to them 3 or 4 times a week. And they're used to crowds. They will come in there and you can make contact.
I believe it.
I was there a year ago and went back to the Andrew Jackson. First time I've been there since I investigated the 2 nights. And a kid that was on the tour, about 12, 13, had some fun with him. We went to the voodoo shop to start with. And Chris went through his spiel talking about the rules. And, you can't take pictures in the courtyard because somebody lives in the front building. She doesn't want her hot tub photographed. And he was saying all these rules. And I said, Chris, do me a favor. Sure, what you got? I pointed to the 11, 12-year-old. You got a locked gate. Everything in New Orleans is locked up. And about a 7-foot gate there, I pointed to the kid. I said, he goes through the gate first. His eyes got about this big around. His mother had to tell him, so look, I'll be right behind you. So it's a little bit of showmanship, but it's also some serious paranormal investigating.
Well, what about Marie Laveau's tomb? I heard, can you not go in there and see that anymore?
You can, but they only allow guided tours.
Okay.
And you cannot leave gifts there at that time. They cleaned it up. They cleaned all the graffiti off.
Yeah.
You got it looking nice, and they want to keep it that way.
Yeah.
So if you want to leave a gift to Marie Laveau, you go by her voodoo shops, and you can leave gifts there.
Okay.
I would recommend if you want to do a lot of ghost hunting in New Orleans, go to the voodoo shop and leave Marie a gift. I left it many years ago at her tomb, but they don't allow that anymore.
Okay.
Leave it at the voodoo shop.
And that's
She's a
another
former
lady.
hairdresser, so any gift involving hair, that's what she likes the most.
Okay.
So just a little advice.
There was another lady that has a shop there too, and her name is Mary, but I can't think of her last name. She's a witch, but I cannot. And she's on a lot of stuff too. She's on a lot of paranormal shows, and I cannot think of her name.
She's probably still there. Uh,
She's a blonde woman. I mean, but I can't believe I can't remember her name right now. That goes
okay.
to my mind. My mind will go blank.
Now,
I
if
can see her.
I'll warn you and warn other people that are going. When you're outside on Bourbon Street, do not wear flip flops, and I say do not wear flip flops, Crocs, or any kind of open shoe. Get you some good hiking shoes. Maybe high tops if you got them. You know, the ones that wrap around your ankle a little bit.
Black boots, yeah.
Or just a good pair of thick shoes, walking shoes, because you're gonna be walking. You're gonna be walking on a sidewalk or an asphalt street. But you got to remember, New Orleans is either right at, and a lot of it is below sea level.
Yeah.
So you have where it hadn't, if it hadn't rained for even a week or two, you see a puddle on the sidewalk or the street. It's not rain. And even the rain puddles you don't want to step in.
Gotcha.
Because water in some places just seeps to the ground because the water table is so low. That's why they have tombs and don't bury people in the ground.
Right.
Because a 5-year-old can get a metal trowel that you use to do your gardening with almost anywhere there's bare dirt and stick that thing in the ground and hit water.
Now I can imagine.
And it's an old city. I mean, you've had white people living in that area since the very early 1600s. I'm talking about 1607, 1608. There's been thousands and thousands of deaths. And I'm talking about 6 digits of various diseases.
Yeah.
This one's going to be the last part of July. Next year's will be in June. There's a reason people don't go to New Orleans during the summer, and that's why he's got his Perkins in the summer. Nobody's there.
Gotcha.
So you can have free reign of the city. There'll be some tourists there. Some of them say we can't get there, but I will warn folks that in July or June, whenever the Perkins is, you're looking at temperatures close to 100 degrees during the day. The Perkins entirely in good air conditioned building. It's a nice hotel. There's several very nice restaurants. There's one in the hotel. There's several very nice restaurants within walking distance. You got a Walgreens within walking distance. They've got an Enterprise location only a few blocks away. So it's prime location. We're going out at night for investigations, but it will still be well over 80 degrees.
Yeah, at night. Yeah.
Wear shorts, wear a t-shirt, but have a good pair of walking shoes, high tops not open, because you don't want that seeping water. They call it street gravy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to your Google machine, put in New Orleans street gravy, and he'll tell you all about it. So just a little warning.
There's a bar I want to go to. It's like Vampire bar, and they serve their drinks in the like the IV bags.
Yes, there
Red
is a
eye.
vampire bar.
That would be awesome. I love all
I know
kinds of
all
stuff like
about
that.
it.
I'm all into that kind of stuff.
You didn't see that.
Oh,
I have fangs.
oh, I couldn't see.
Not as predominant as Father Sebastian. Of course, I'm not the vampire Father Sebastian is.
I got the mine are kind of pointy themselves right there.
But oh, one more thing,
Yeah.
and we'll start getting on you.
Okay.
Uh, do not
We're talking
drive to New Orleans.
about stuff like this anyway.
Parking is in New Orleans is a bitch. Even during the summer when there's not many people there, the airport parking lots are crammed full. There's no parking out there. And in the quarter, small. Most of these buildings were built in the 1700s. There's made for horses, not for cars. And you got cars and trucks going up and down the streets, parades. Be prepared to be stopped sometimes for a parade. You never know when a parade is going to break out. The streets are tiny. Do not drive your car to the quarter. But the people living there, they take up all the parking area. If you fly in to the convention, Chris is going to have transportation. You will get picked up. That's no problem. But there's no need. Excuse me. And bringing your car and paying $50, $60 a night to have your car parked.
Oh wow. No.
Yes. And sometimes parking 2 blocks away from your hotel. So you got unload, drive your car 2 blocks, and it sits there in a lot for a couple nights. No, just don't drive your car.
Just fly.
Either fly in
Or
or
take the train. Or take the
if you
train.
do what we're doing, we're renting a car. You got an Enterprise. That's where we're renting it from. There's Enterprise not that far from here. If I say about 40 miles, which about is, that sounds like a long ways. But I live in the country.
Okay. A lot of
I
people
live
do
outside. I live
30 miles.
outside of a small town with 2,200 people in it.
Oh,
I gotta
okay.
go. I gotta go to Pine Bluff to rent a car. But
Okay.
we're driving an Enterprise, and there's an Enterprise within 15, 20 minutes walking distance from the hotel. So I'm just going to go to the hotel, unload, turn the car into Enterprise on Tuesday, and then walk. Then either get a ride or walk down there Monday morning, pick up a car, go back to the hotel, pick up the stuff, and go home.
Yeah.
And that way, I'm not paying a rental for all these days, and I'm not paying. Some of the places are close to $100 a night to park your car.
Oh yeah. We'll never take a car then.
So don't.
A lot of
Yeah.
people from Memphis take the train though. A lot of people that go to New Orleans from Memphis, they take the train
I,
through.
I mentioned that to Chris when we were talking about this convention a year ago. Yes, you may have some people bring a train because they got a nice train from Chicago all the way down to New Orleans, the city of New Orleans. They made a song about that.
Oh, they did.
Riding on the city of New Orleans. My wife's screaming at me to not sing. But if you say you're coming in by the train and what time you'll be there, Chris, I have a car there to pick you up.
Oh wow. Okay.
If you're a guest there, he'll figure out something
Yeah,
when
it
you get
probably
your ticket.
do, though. Yeah, but that would definitely be something to look forward to.
Yeah, yes, he's going to expand next year and the next year, and it's already pretty big. But what conventions do you go to where you actually get to go on a ghost hunt
Yeah, with Patty.
with Patty or John Zappis?
Yeah.
Can you imagine going into a place and watching John Zappis on a paranormal investigation?
I would love it. I used to watch his show all the time, Honda Collectibles.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that show.
John's a nice guy.
Anything haunting or scary, I'm watching it. I love all that stuff.
So you would absolutely love coming
I
down there,
would. I would.
and so would everybody else. There's a package for everybody. I that's another thing I made sure talking to Chris that he had different packages for different monetary levels, and you
Right.
saw that I started with the high and went low.
Yeah. But that
Even the
first
one
one,
that's
you
hmm?
could take three people and just pay 500 a piece if you could do it that way.
Well, two people, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 1,500 for two people. That's the biggest package,
Yeah.
and divide that in half. That's what, $750 for what you
Mm-hmm.
get. That's not bad if you can afford that.
Right. If you can afford that.
But that's his top package. So it's he's got it set up nicely.
Well, that's the first time I've seen that, and I'm very interested watching it. It's very sounds very exciting.
It is. And by the way, I made this video at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I've
By
never
the way,
I've never been on anything like this before, so all of this was new to me. The what is it called? StreamYard and
mhm,
access and all that. Yeah, I just started going through that when you asked me, why did you ask me to come on your show? I know you never. I don't think I've ever asked you that.
hmm,
I don't you remember. It's been a while since you asked me, but I can't remember what it was that I had posted
you
or
seem
something.
like an interesting person.
Oh well, thank you. I do have a lot of interesting things happen. A lot of, I mean, I'm not
Oh,
like I said.
I've got my first contact with you right here,
Oh,
March
okay,
the 19th.
okay,
And I said, I need to get you on my podcast, the Southern Fried Paranormal Podcast, so we can hang out for a while talking about the paranormal.
yeah. It must have been something I post, I guess,
Yeah,
because
must have been something posted. I saw it, sent you an invitation, and here you are.
thank you. I love it.
Now, talk. You said you were into Reiki and you use crystals and
Yes, I love to.
sandstones. Talk a little bit about that. What you do and what you use.
Okay, well, I haven't done any of this in a long time. I have stopped practicing with people. I pretty much cut a lot of people out. Now, the lady that taught me Reiki, I did just speak with her not last week. I told her I wanted to come see her because I miss her. She's a sweet little old lady. But she taught me everything I know. And before you have chakras in your hands, and I didn't know this, but when I started doing it, I would all of a sudden, I'd have to take deep breaths, and I could start feeling something in my hands. And I asked her, I was like, "What is that?" I said, "Because they can feel it, you know." She goes, "Those are your chakras in your hands." And I was like, I just was thinking we had, just these seven chakras. You have more than seven. You have like 13. And that I just and my hands get real hot, and I just all I can think is I have like a direct light coming from above, coming through me. So it's like when I'm healing someone, I'm actually healing myself as well. Like if when I would do them, we would do them late at night, and I would be I wouldn't be able to come home and go to sleep because I'd have so much energy going through me. Um, but it was so much fun, and but I got there was it got more crowded. More people started coming in. Um, Somebody started stealing, and
Oh,
I'm
good
just
grief.
yeah, I can't. So I quit going. That just like everything just kind of changed, especially when all these different people started coming in. And then like I used to read for people, and I don't do that anymore because it puts me into their energy, and if their energy isn't right, I can feel that, and it will literally, I mean, physically make me sick. Um, People, and it will also, if they're not open enough and they're not that if you're doing something or if you're away or not, that deep down inside. And if you can't accept that, then you don't need a reading. You know, it's just hard to read and to help people. It really is. The ones that really want to be. That's why I went to children, animals, and elderly because,
Gotcha.
um, yeah, children are fun, and animals. I've done Reiki on my animals, and it kept me from having to take them to the doctor. So it's not like it's something you have to do over and over again. It's not just a one-time thing. So I have to, the ones that need something, or I try to, I help them as much as I can, and I have like a neighbor. I had an elderly man down here. Uh, he was in a wheelchair, and I used to help him a lot. And that was
Hmm.
probably the last one. And he just now had an episode, and I don't think he'll be moving back in. So I just
Oh, wow.
lost him. Yeah, he's not gone, but I mean, he can't live by himself anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
So
we had a
that's
little question here. Have you ever been in a haunted house?
yes, I have lived in a haunted place.
Same here.
Yeah, those some of those pictures that I sent in uh would I mean, I like I said, I'm not a psychic medium. I'm not, you know, uh anything like Patty or anything like that. Now that would be, I don't even know if I would want that. At this point where I'm at now, where I can see things, hear things, and dream things. Um, like I said earlier, it gets so overwhelming sometimes. I will start pacing, and I'm like, okay, y'all need to slow down. I need to take a breath.
Hmm.
So it's especially when I'm doing readings, I'm sitting here by myself with my candles lit, and but I'll tell you one thing: I have never been harmed again. I have never had anything harm me ever again since I got my cats. And when I got my cats, that stuff stopped. And now anything that's around me is good. And then, which I pray, I keep three candles lit constantly. Three tea light candles.
Hmm.
And I have a prayer for each one, and I keep them lit constantly. Uh, and they're for protection. And but I wished I had known all that when I was little because I wasn't allowed to have cats when I was growing up.
Ah.
God, if we had known that, Mama would have had cats probably. We would have had cats because I had night terrors, I had nightmares, I had stuff happening and that I couldn't explain. And but the last time I got held down in my bed and I couldn't move, and that's scary. And of course, doctors, they say the ringing in your ears is tinnitus. They want to say that being held down in your bed was called something, sleep paralysis.
Right.
That's some shit. That's not right. Uh, that's some scary stuff. And like I said, after I got Precious and Cuddles, it never happened again. So that's all I have. Just good. I don't. I won't even play with bad, and it doesn't scare me anymore either. I'm not scared of it. That's why I would go to New Orleans and I would go to these things. And that's why I would want to do that kind of stuff because now it pisses me off, especially because they go after the kids. They go after, they're bad spirits are, they're cowards. They go after, the innocent.
Hmm.
I'm just like, I'm ready to and Lorraine it out of there. You know,
Right.
I'm like, where's my Ed? I'm like Lorraine Warren trying, I'm not, she's a medium though. I'm not a medium. But I mean, I can feel stuff like she could. Bless her heart. Um, but that's what I want to do. That's what I really want to do. I mean, I want to do my healing and stuff too, but I would really just love to go in there and let some bad spirit have it. Just get out.
Yeah. What are the tools that you use? You talking about crystals and some kind of sandstone or something?
They're like, but they're black. And you can heat them up and you can put them on your back or wherever. It helps. And like with aromatherapy, I use I don't know why. It's like if people with a headache, peppermint's really good for headaches. So I use peppermint a lot because I used to have headaches a lot, and that's another thing. My headaches have quit. I used to be so ill, um, and the person that I was living with, uh, very negative energy. That's probably another reason I like to live alone because people's energy rubs off, or I can feel it, and then they'll pull stuff in. Um, but I had a medium friend, and I would always call him, go, did this just happen? And he'd be like, yeah. But he told me, he said, you're the guy you're living with. He's got a dark cloud over his head, and and he's and he and you, but you couldn't say nothing. You couldn't say nothing to him about anything because he didn't want to hear it. It's it's pretty sad.
Mm.
I've pretty much cut everybody off in my life except for my kid. I have a child and he's married, and I've got two grandchildren now. So those are my closest. I'm closest to them than anybody anymore. I really don't have any friends, or like, because either they were doing stuff that I don't do anymore, or I'm pretty much considered boring at this point because all I do is sit home and do my cards, and do my crystals and do my full moon and new moon stuff and watch scary movies and play with my cats.
Mm. What kind of cars do you use?
I use Oracle and regular tarot. I have a ton of Oracle cards, and I like to use them. Like, I'll use one, and then I'll go and for like confirmation. And sometimes I'll throw the same card down on the card that's already down there, and I love it when I do that. But when it happens 3 times in a row, yeah, that give me goosebumps.
Mm-hmm. I see.
It does. It's fun though. It's fun for myself, and I don't ask questions. I just say, "Tell me what I need to know." Because people are like, "Well, read for me," and I'm like, "I'm not doing it."
So, how many crystals and stones do you have?
I have a lot of crystals. I have a thing full of them over here, and I have one full outside. The other stones, they're put up in the closet. I haven't, like I said, I haven't been using any of that stuff. I have a table, I have a Reiki table, and all that I had set up for a while. When I was using it, but I mean, I still kept it all. I would still, like I said, I would still do it if like somebody in the family wanted me to do it, or a child, or somebody that needed animal care or something like that. I would do that still.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a lot of guys that try to call and say, yeah, I would like to, they don't know anything about it. They just want to come over here. So, and I got tired of that too. And I'm just like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just, let me deal with people that really, really need it, and not those that just want to try it, you know.
To answer that question, I do not use Ouija boards because I never have used them and I don't know how to use them.
I have one, but I've never used it. It's in my bedroom. I have it sitting on a shelf with my crystal ball in front of it and some candles. It's I'm not scared of it. Now, wait a minute. I'm not scared of it, but you're not supposed to use them by yourself, and
Right.
I'm by myself. So, and anybody that says, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I'm like, y'all are all drunk or coked up or something. So I'm like, no, we don't do that.
Now,
Um,
Sean's got a question here. Do you have any guides that you work with? Do you have a spirit guide?
I think my grandparents. I mean, I know, like, my medium friend, he could tell you if spirit's male or female. I can't tell you that. I know that there's always something here. Um, and I like to say it's my grandparents. Uh, I don't know who it is, but yes, I know I have spirit guides. Yes, and I love them very much, and I pray for them. I pray with them every day. I pray like I pray for you know. They protect me. They've been protecting me. They've been protecting me since before I even knew what they were. Because it's been only been like seven. What's it say? May 19th. Actually, it's coming up. May 19th, 2013 is when I had my spiritual awakening. I woke up a totally different person. I went to bed. I had been at the bars doing cocaine, drinking, smoking weed, doing popping pills, anything and everything. I pretty probably much have always been like that till then. And I woke up the next morning and I looked at my friend that was living with and I said, I'm done. He goes, with what? And I said, I'm done smoking, I'm done drinking. And I did for 5 years.
Can
And
you see the chat? Got another question here.
what? I can barely see that.
Have you been through your AKA SHIC? I'm not
Akashic
sure I
record.
pronounced it.
There
Record.
is a lady. There is a lady that does it here, and I have not contacted her yet. The lady that taught me my Reiki. That's what I really wanted to talk to her about. I would love to go back through my Akashic records and see who I was in my past lives. That would be very interesting. I think the Akashic records it would be good for everybody to know. It's about your past lives. It's about why you are what you are today. I mean, it's like I think I learned something in every life, and it just I wished that I knew more then what I know now, which of course I'm sure everybody says that about a lot of things. But it's just changed my life. Spirituality has just changed me, and for the better. I mean, I've gotten back into smoking cigarettes a little bit and drinking, but I control it. I do not let it control me like it used to. I can go in here and have me several beers and smoke some cigarettes, and then I'm done. But I don't smoke cigarettes like during the day. It's just, the only time I do that is when I'm drinking. So, but I don't do any drugs at all except for I smoke marijuana. That's it. I don't do anything like I used to. It definitely has changed me for the better, and it has made me put my foot down with a bunch of my friends because they still want to come over here and put a line out, and I'm like, man, when I've asked them not to do that, when they know that I'm not doing that anymore, that's just disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Very,
Do
very
you see
disrespectful.
spirits in full form or in energy form?
Um, I more feel spirits. I don't. If I see anything, what's the best way to describe this? Have you seen Predator?
Yes.
Where he turns himself invisible, but you can still
Right.
kind of. That's what they look like to me.
He turns his cloak on.
Yeah, but that's what spirits look like to me. It looks like a like that. It's weird, but I more feel them than I see anything. Um, now,
You see,
now,
that is how I see them in energy form. Yes.
oh, okay. Who's saying that? Can I not make this bigger? Oh, I can.
There you go.
Oh, I was scared to say anything. I mean, do anything. Okay. Well,
See,
that's
you're getting used to it. StreamYard is not that hard to use.
okay. That's fine. Oh, and those pictures that
Oh
I
yeah,
can talk.
let's talk about the photos.
Okay, I can tell you about some of that stuff, but I don't know. I was what? I don't know which one you're gonna show first.
Sean, let's go ahead and show the picture of her. This is a very nice picture here.
Okay, this one. Do you see that white hazy on the left side? Do you see that?
My left to your left here.
You're my left. You're my left. It's up there, and it looks like it's coming down on my face. And I called my medium friend because I took that picture. I was getting ready to take my son out for his birthday. It was in April, and this was 15, 20 years ago, maybe. Um, but I didn't notice it right off the bat. I didn't notice it for a few days later. And then I called him. I asked him. He said, and I took that picture in my grandmother's mirror. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
he said it was my granny giving me a kiss on the cheek. That's what he told me.
Yeah, 'cause it looks like your hair is lighter in places.
more. But it's like a mm, blurry looking. Can you not
Hmm.
see that? Do you see
Yes.
it?
Hmm.
Okay, that's her from what he said. So
Wow.
I always kept that. I've kept that with my photos that I've found stuff in because I've been going over and looking at them. I see a face of energy. Yes, that's what it is. I say it with
Okay.
my.
Let's go to the one with the big yellow letter in it. Looks like a big Q.
Oh, you mean the orb? The one the cat's looking at? Oh no, that's the. Oh, okay. That is a Native American woman. Um, if she's looking back, it's like she's looking back over her shoulder as that picture was snapped. Because I'm sitting over here, so I'm
Mm.
guessing that was at Fort Pillow when my son was in the Cub Scouts. Do you see somebody sees her too? That's her. And I saw a soldier in that picture as well, but I didn't circle him. I didn't. I
Okay.
just
By the way, meet Christy Richo. She is our Aussie friend.
who?
Christy. So she says, I'm late. LOL. Good day, all.
Oh,
Yeah. If you're ever known Australian, that's what they say. Good day.
oh, okay. But you can tell. I mean, you can see what she has on Native American. Uh, I saw I did and see that was I just saw that. What 7 years? This is when I had that awakening, and I just started seeing stuff, and I was going through my pictures, and I was like, wait a minute. So yeah, that's and that I'm you can see that I'm looking at I'm looking at it with this.
All
Like there's something there, and I got that out and was looking at it.
right, let's move on to the next one, Sean. One with a cross on the wall.
Okay, that's the orb.
That's a big fat orb there.
And my cat, Cuddles, he was acting so weird, and I was like, "What are you looking at?" And I didn't see it till I got started snapping pictures.
Because the cat's looking right at it.
Yes, he is. And then when it moves, he looks at it over his shoulder, and I was like, "Wow!" So
Oh,
that was a great. Yeah, I had goosebumps after that. But I
okay, let's
knew.
go. Let's go to the other one with the cross on it.
Okay, yeah,
Same orb, and the cat's still looking at it.
yeah. I think it's so weird. It's weird and crazy and cool all at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, because usually if you get an orb, it's caused by dust or something, and you got a whole bunch of them.
Right. Yeah. But that was that's something that I've kept close. Because I mean, I don't think my granny had passed just then. So I'm not sure who, it could have been another guide. Like I said, I've obviously have had them all around with all that stuff that I've done in my life. I have never been to jail. I have never gotten arrested. I have never been in a really bad car wreck driving like that. I've been blessed. I have been very blessed.
Okay, we got one more photo that you sent me.
Oh yeah, the one when I was like 2. And I'm
Oh, is that
pointing.
you?
Uh-huh. And I'm pointing right at it.
Yes, you are.
So, and I just like I said, probably 7 years ago, once again, I'm looking through pictures and I'm like, I knew. I knew. I've
This is your
always
dad here?
that's my dad.
Hey, you got a cool looking dad. So that's an interesting photo.
That is. And when I saw that, I got tears in my eyes because I was starting to see things. It was like Even looking outside at the trees, it was like everything looked different. It wasn't just stuff I started seeing in photos. It was everything. I was just like in awe of everything. It was like being reborn or something. I can't explain it, but it was it's just been the best thing though. Because now with my child, he's married, and I have two grandbabies, and it's just, and I think that they're gifted. I think I know my son's gifted, and I probably don't like to talk. They don't. My family doesn't talk about this kind of stuff, but and I really think that my grandkids are going to be too.
You
And
have
like
grandkids?
and I told you about the numbers that I see all the time. Their numbers are in their birth date, the time they're born, and uh, it does, doesn't it? Um, feels angelic. Is what somebody said.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Christy.
Thank you. It does. Like I said, there's been something keeping me from really getting into a lot of trouble or death, or definitely had some gods. Definitely. But I think the strongest for me, my strongest right now, I think is Granny. And she proved it in that photo of the that first photo.
Oh,
That's
the first one. You want to show that one again? Since we mentioned it.
oh, you can. Yeah. If anybody missed it. Yeah. That last number of your birth year tells you everything. Well, the last number was 73. So there's my numbers. 7 3. What 7 plus 3 is 10. There's your one. See, that's what I'm saying. It's always 137 or 731, or it's always there if I can find it. If you look at my posts on Facebook, if you see numbers circled, that's what I'm circling. And if it's
But
not there, if you add the numbers up, it will do the math. It will be 173 or 7 or 1 or 3 or
so
no.
73. I was still a junior in high school.
Oh, really? Um, but I see 222, 333. I mean, the numbers are the synchronicities are just sometimes I'm like, y'all need to slow down. I mean, I have to take a breath. I'll start, like I said, pacing back and forth, you know, doing cards and stuff because it gets so overwhelming. And then I'll get on Facebook and they're still showing me synchronicities and signs, or I'll turn on the TV and it's like I can't get away from it. But it doesn't scare me. It's just sometimes I'm like, y'all need to calm down. I don't know what you're trying to tell me because everything is so cryptic. They
So
nothing straightforward ever.
so what do my numbers mean? We can go ahead and take that photo down, son, if you want to.
What do you mean your numbers? Do you see numbers all the time?
No, I was talking about my birth number.
Oh, what's your birth number?
56.
56. Well, that's 11. 11 is a master number. It's in I'd have to look it up. I still have to look everything up, even though I've been doing this nonstop for like 7 years. Um,
It's hard to remember everything.
it is, and then I'm trying to cram all of it, and it just like cards. I still have to go back and I'm like, what is that? What does that mean? If I don't pick up on it intuitively, I'm like, oh yeah, what did that mean? And I have to go grab my book and look it up. I still do that with the numbers, the colors. Everything means something. Everything. Every single thing. If I drop my cards or something, it was meant to happen, and I'll pick the ones up that are upright. Um, running late for something. Well, maybe you're running late because maybe there was going to be a wreck ahead or something, and you're going to miss it. It's like I said, everything means something, and I'm so much happier. I used to be an angry person, angry and now I'm not like that anymore. I'm happy, and I love life, and I've never been like that before. I mean, I've I've tried to commit suicide and stuff like that. Like I said, I hated life. I hated everything. I hated everybody, and that awakening just The sun came out. It's like all love and light now, which it's not now, and it's not all love and light. It's not, because I do have to, like I said, I've had to put my foot down and show my ass with some people that are disrespectful, or if I feel like a spirit is not a good spirit, then we'll have it out, because I don't put up with it anymore, and I won't sit quiet about it anymore like I used to with people or spirit. And I went to a girlfriend's house of mine. This has been a couple of years ago, and her husband had passed away. Um, and her daughter, it was me and her daughter, and we were doing all this stuff, and she had a karaoke machine, and we were goofing off. And I told Jane, I don't, what did I say? Turn it off, turn it on. Anyway, it came on by itself. And then I said, I thought she was messing with me. Because I mean, I'm still tripping myself out with stuff that I know. I'm like, wow. I thought she had a remote. She goes, I swear to God, I do not have a remote. And so I said, okay, turn it off. And it went off. And I was like, and her daughter started getting a little, because that's her daddy, and she misses him. And I was like, it's okay, he's here. I mean, she has told me that stuff had been happening at her house. That's why I went over there. And she we had been sitting there for a little while, and she was sitting next to me, and I bumped her like this, and I said, tell your daddy to turn it back on. And he did. And
He
when
did.
he did, tears started streaming down her face. I said, baby, it's okay. But I mean, and then later on, we had heard something in the den area. So we got up and walked around, and I'm standing in the kitchen by the stove. Well, she meets me on coming from the other way, and we're standing like this at near the stove, and she just kind of falls into me. She goes, I just felt, and I was like, that's your daddy.
Mm,
I said, he's probably wanting to put his arms around you or whatever, and it just made her feel faint. So
okay.
I was like, let's go sit down.
Okay. You have another question here. Can you feel energy around you? Like energy ball between your hands or when energy shift?
I can, yes. When I do, oh, I forgot to tell you about that. I'm not going to do it tonight because I have not done it in a while, but I'll do this before I do Reiki, and I'll also do this before I do that little, I call it a magic trick because I don't know, but I'll take 7 of these cards, 7 certain ones, and I'll mix them up and I'll lay them out, and then I'll say, okay, where's the star card? And I'll go over it with my hands, and I'll feel something, and I'll pick that card up, and it's the card I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
That I do not know why, what that means, what that's for. And I didn't know I could do that. That was just one day I was like, let me try this. And I could do it. And then I realized I could do it with both hands. Um, but like I said, I hadn't done that in a while. Now I'm curious. I might want to do. I might try again later tonight. Um,
Sean said Nikki is linked to Egyptian magic.
wow, I love Egyptian culture. Who said that?
Sean?
That was neat. I love Egyptian culture.
Well,
That
links you even more
Native
to
American
Egypt.
kinetic energy. Yeah. Um, Native American is probably my first, and then Egyptian. Um, and I could go on and on, but I think that's mainly all I really do have around here is Native American and Egyptian stuff. I have the Book of the
Oh,
Dead. I
wow.
have all that stuff. I love to look up at the symbols and all that. It's I mean, maybe I was in a past life. Maybe I was Egyptian or Native American, which I do have Native American in me. My grandfather, uh, on my mom's side, you can see it by looking at him. You can tell.
Well, see, you could be friends with Gwen and Luciana because both of them have Native American in them.
Oh, really? Also linked to. Oh, wow.
Anubis. So you have a link with Sean, and through Native Americans, you have a link with Gwen and Lee.
Well, that's awesome. I love that.
So
I got some
you
friends.
have friends waiting to happen on this network.
That's awesome.
Lee is the CEO. Gwen's the head producer. So you have friends here if you want to talk.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. All humans have Egyptian DNA? Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
that that's a theory. Uh, I when humans were moving on, it was not known as Egyptian back then. Of course, it was just a piece of North Africa.
Right.
But a lot of them traveled through there, going other places. And you got to remember, back then, the Sahara was green.
Enoch. Yeah, that's the book that's not in the Bible.
Enoch's DNA.
Yeah, that's not in the Bible anymore.
But
Okay.
it used to be. They're both beautiful women, Gwen Johns and Lee. That's Christy. She likes both of them. So there's your reference right there.
You guys, look me up on Facebook. That way we can be friends on Facebook and we can chat. Yeah, that would be fun.
How do they find you on Facebook? Since you brought that up.
Just go to Nikki Perkins, and the photo with the darker looking photo is the one that my picture on Facebook. The first civilization was wiped out. Yes.
A lot of theory about that, and but well, when Africa first started going Sahara, there's water under there. They've proven that scientifically. It was once green. They've proved that scientifically. You had a great migration of people coming all the way from West Africa and going to where Egypt is now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the empire got started. They had all these people from North Africa going toward the Nile as it dried up. Because around the Nile is the only piece even today can support life.
Yeah. Well, she's talking about the Greys. Is she talking about alien Grey? She said something about the Greys.
Yeah, she's a 1% remaining is tall gray DNA. And you got a fan. Christy said Nikki is awesome. Go subscribe and like.
Thank you.
I told you you're going to make friends here.
Well, what do you think about aliens? Do y'all believe in that?
Uh,
I do.
I've never seen one. I've never had a UFO encounter.
You've never, I mean, I've never seen an alien, but I've seen things in the night sky that I couldn't.
I have not, and I was an amateur astronomer back when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was in an astronomy club. We used to go, we'd meet once or twice a month and had some fairly major sized mirrors. We're talking about mirrors like this and telescopes, which is almost what the pros use, polished mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen Jupiter close up. I actually saw Saturn one time with my own telescope, my own reflector, where it was tilted instead of like this, like sometimes it is. You look at it, what planet is that? No rings. I saw it with a full tone tilt like this, which is just a beautiful display of seeing Saturn.
What wasn't it visible several months back? And it was tilted, I believe.
It was.
Is that what you're talking about? Okay. Yeah, I saw that too.
Christian says she has a photo of a UFO from 2020. See, I don't have anything like that. I've never seen anything I couldn't explain, but I was coming up in astronomy and the science where I was, looking for explanations to what I was seeing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't talk too much about UFOs or squatches because I have no experience there either.
Yeah.
So when it goes to aliens and squatches or any kind of cryptid, I let other people do the talking because they know more than I do.
Yeah, I believe in all that stuff. But when I said earlier about Bigfoot, I kind of think he may be alien as well. So, I don't know.
Christy said this recently found a bone 42,000 years old. And there were people in Australia back then. We've had
42,000.
Native Americans here for just as long.
Mm-hmm.
And she also said Bigfoot is human evolution gone wrong. Could be. They could be distant relatives. They also could be trans-dimensional beings, which is why we can't get a photo of them.
Right.
Because it looks like to me, just a theory, that if they're an animal on Earth with no real special abilities outside of size and fur, that you would get a decent picture of them somewhere with all the people out there searching for them. You'd get something
You would think. You would think.
besides blurry photos.
I don't know.
And
Not if they're not meant to be photographed.
true. But without something supernatural occurring, you got to wonder what's going on.
Right.
And
Have you ever seen an apparition or anything yourself?
ghost, yes.
Okay. Now I've seen my sister has seen an apparition of a woman, but she won't do this. I think she's afraid. She's afraid to open that door. But I've when my son was little, I've seen a shadow person, but it was a child. It was standing at I woke up and I looked out my door, and there was a little person standing there. Went into the living room, and I'm like, Taylor, what is it, baby? Are you thirsty? And I got up, walked in there, nothing. I walked in the kitchen, nothing. Walked back around and went into his bedroom, and he's still tucked in. I mean, his blankets were, I used to tuck him in. So his blankets were still tucked in. I was like, he never got up. And I didn't go to sleep for the rest of that night. That one scared me. That was the first time, I think now that was the first time that I had actually, and that was when he was little.
So. I'll show you something real quick.
Okay.
It's on. That one.
What am I looking for?
Okay, you see me in the foreground. Ignore me. Look in the center of the photo. That's a round mirror behind a small stage. That's a person taking a photo in front of the mirror. But look in that red circle.
Oh, wow.
There was nobody standing there.
That's a shadow person.
That's a shadow person. We called it at the time the shadow drummer because this is in a bar, and bands occasionally appear on that stage. So he looks like he's seated down playing the drums.
It does.
Or he's taking a step up on the stage. But he was right in front of this other investigator with the camera in her hand.
It sure does. Looks like somebody's sitting behind a set of drums.
Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you a little something about this bar. It was a mortuary for 90 years before it was a bar.
There you go. There you go.
So you ask if I've seen shadow figures? There you go. That's just one.
Okay.
I saw one about. Do what?
Have you ever had poltergeist?
Poltergeist?
That happens a lot. Yeah, that happens a lot.
I had one in the house that my wife had up in Chicago. Oh, and okay. They had seen shadow figure walking around, heard some knocking going on. One night, he knocked a clock off the wall. The clock about the same size as the one you got behind you.
Oh, wow.
And it didn't fall straight down like gravity would take it. It was down and about probably greater than a yard. So it was 3.5 feet.
Okay.
Down the wall. So he got knocked off. And figured out what he wanted. Oh, he was a painter. And the last painting that was in the house was buried under some other stuff. Uh-huh. It was left there when his family moved out. When my wife's family, her mother, bought the house, and he just got buried under stuff. I figured out that's what he wanted. So I went down the steps in the basement, dug it, knew exactly where to go. Now, I don't know how I knew exactly where to go, but I went right to it, started digging through stuff. And when I pulled it out, I did not know what I was looking at. It was just a painting, but I knew it was his. So I put it on display.
But that's like I'm saying. It's like I don't know how I know. I just know.
That's what happens to me.
Yeah,
I displayed it upstairs in the house, and where he would appear once in a while, they pretty much stopped the knocking around, the banging around. And hello, Pam Harris. She is going to be our guest next week, and we're going to discuss this book.
Before the Mafia?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
She's an author, obviously, and we're going to be discussing this book next week.
I would like to write. I've got stuff that I want to write. I mean, I've written stuff down, but I don't know how to put it all together. But I'd love to write a book myself on all this stuff.
People say I need to write one.
And like going from how that changed my life, waking up that day, having that parent, having that.
Well, see, you've got a story to tell.
Well, you do too. You have all this stuff happen to you. That's just people that believe in that stuff. I mean, I would read it. I love stuff like that. And I've got more stuff to tell you that I could tell you about poltergeist stuff moving.
Go ahead.
Oh well, okay.
Don't let me stop you.
All right, let's see. Let's get another one.
Let's answer one question from Sean real quick.
Have you dealt with attachments?
I have. He knows this that I have, but what's your story?
I don't think so. Not now. I think I have been with people that have had attachments. Now I believe that. I don't think I've ever had one, but I know that the last person I lived with has one, still has one. That's the problem.
You got to get rid of them, and it's not a set thing you do to get rid of an attachment. Some things work, some things don't.
What happened to you?
I had attachment of I was in a 20s speakeasy run by Ball Capone, which is Al Capone's brother.
Okay.
I lived in Chicago for 14 years, and I ran all kinds of mob figures. That bar, by the way, was a mob bar. It was a mob home, a mob mortuary. I have never come across a demon. But I got an attachment of a prostitute that died in the 20s from a botched abortion.
Oh wow!
Yeah, but have you ever run into a demon?
I think so. But if I did today, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be scared of it. I used to be scared when I was growing up. When I was a kid, stuff would scare me. So yeah, I think a lot of that stuff was demonic. But nowadays, I'm like, try me now. So.
But how many different places have you seen spirits? Whole bunch.
Probably, yeah, probably just about everywhere I've lived. There's been something that's happened, yeah. And a lot of people go, well, if you quit watching that and start listening to all that stuff, and I'm like, that's not what I said. That's why I watch it and listen to it because that stuff happens to me. So you don't want to be in a room then. What?
Demons are misunderstood. And Nicole says, do you think spirits are bound to one place?
Some are, I believe.
Mm-hmm. That's my experience. Some are, some aren't.
And that's weird because I don't like I can't for the life of me. Why would a child? Why are there child spirits? Why are children left here? I don't understand that. That that those are the ones that need to be helped crossed over. That's why I don't like when people do these. Like when I used to watch all these shows and they go and do all these investigations and then they just leave. I'm like, why didn't they cross these people over? Or why didn't they? Especially the children
Well,
or the
in
animals.
that mhm. In that bar that you saw a picture of,
Mhm.
I found out later, right there, that the main spirit there that was trapped in the old ice room in the mortuary
Mhm.
was Bruno Rodi. Even got a name.
Oh,
He was stuck there and he was holding over between 20 and 25 spirits there hostage.
they can do that too.
There was one of them was a young child, young girl, about 4 or 5. It was right on the Ike. If you're not you're used to Chicago jargon, Ike is the Eisenhower Expressway, one of the main highways going through Chicago. We're talking about 5, 6 lanes on per side, and a train running down the middle of it.
Oh. Mhm.
Yeah. People know my story with the attachment that I had. Some of them is incubuses and succubuses, but anyway, the child was held there because her family was killed in a serious wreck. And for some reason, that's the first place she saw when she was killed. And her family went, went poof, whatever, when they were first killed. She, for some reason, was stuck there and went into this bar and got stuck there.
Yeah.
I had to
That's
work with a psychic for a while and talk Bruno Rodi into releasing them, but we also convinced him he was not stuck there.
we
He
have
does
people
not
like
want
that
to.
here
He does not want to move on. You try to move him on, he's going to say,
some don't, some won't.
But he killed people.
Yeah,
If
that's
he
why.
moves on, he knows where he's going, and it's not the good place.
Right. Well, we have something like that in Memphis at the Orpheum. A little girl got killed by one of the cars. What do they call them on the shit? What do they call them? The old timey cars on the little tracks.
Streetcars?
Yeah. That she got hit and killed by one of those. Going. I don't know if they were going to the Orpheum, leaving the Orpheum, or whatever. But her ghost is at the Orpheum. So we have a little girl that got killed in front of the Orpheum, and she is at the Orpheum.
Oh wow.
There's some places here that I would love to go and investigate. In like Ernestine and Hazel's, it was an old speakeasy, and
I've heard of it.
uh, what's his name? Jack Osborne and his friend. They came and did that. I was like, oh my god, I could not believe they were in Memphis. I was like, I missed that. I missed it. If I had known they
Yep.
were here, I'd have been all down there.
Uh, Nicole says she might be unfinished business. Why she's stuck? This one was stuck because of another spirit.
I don't know
And
why the little girl stuck, because that's the only one. That's the only spirit that they say that is there or that's been noticed.
she might can move on, but do the people that run the place want you to? The advantage we had with Bruno Rodi in the bar closed. They
Right.
opened up another bar under another name elsewhere. And the building, even to this day, is empty. There were some talk, this is before everything went crazy with the economy, building a bank in it. They did some improvements outside the building, but then it's just locked up. It's just an abandoned building sitting there on the edge of Chinatown in Chicago. But we got the spirits out of there because there was nobody running the building. Nobody was trying to run paranormal investigations there. So we felt free to go in there and fix Bruno Rodi. Basically, we freed him. That was the deal.
Yeah.
He got free so he could move around. And this is what happened right here. What Sean is saying.
Yeah. I saw that.
There were the Bruno Rodi. He locked some people in there basically.
Hmm.
The EMF was kind of continuing with the cowboy who killed her. I can see that. But what was happening? The EMF was so because of the old wiring. Building is about 100 years old, but the old obviously because the mortuary for 90 years, and now it's been completely closed for about 12. Do the math. The building's over 100 years old. It was built about 1910, 1908, somewhere along in there. But the wiring is so bad it leaks. The EMF meter is going to go crazy if you get too close to where the breaker box is.
Right.
But spirits can feed off of that.
Yes.
And if it's the main lines coming into the building, that even when you turn the lights off, you still got EMF readings. The spirits can feed off that 24/7.
Yeah.
So of course the place is haunted.
It's like I'm sure the person I lived with before, he just kept them fed. I mean, there's so much stuff. I mean, stuff has happened here too, but a lot. I mean, it even a plate shattered in the cabinet in the kitchen. He was standing under. It was like a bar, but there were like cabinets above, and he called. And he was bitching and complaining about something. And I said, don't come in here like that. I said, I just called in, my guides and everybody, and we're doing cards and we're having a good time. Don't come in here with that attitude. Well, he did. And he's standing there bitching, and just all of a sudden I hear something break. And I walk in there. It sounded like somebody threw a wine glass in the sink and just shattered. And I walked in, he goes, I didn't do nothing. And I'm like, well, and I mean, I heard a trickling sound. So when I opened the cabinet, glass just fell out.
Oh
It
wow!
didn't break. It shattered. And he goes, well, maybe the plates were too heavy. I said, damn it, those plates have been sitting like that for 10 years. I said, no. I said, you coming in here with that attitude after I asked you not to, spirit is here. Well, I said, maybe it was your mom. I said, or it could have been my granny. I don't know. I said, but I asked you not to come in here like that. And I think they got tired of his attitude. I mean, he thrives on arguing. He loved that he still does that. And I'm just like,
Well, some people are like that. We've all met people like that, and that kind of personality carries over after death.
Some people thrive on chaos, and that is the last thing I want nowadays. I just cannot.
Yeah,
I can't stomach it. I physically get sick around people like that. It will
and
make me.
spirits like that.
Yes.
Pam Harris, if you want to go back to what she said,
Yeah.
uh,
Just because there's a child spirit doesn't mean.
just because it's a child spirit there doesn't mean something is keeping them there. But it's true. I had one where she was being held there.
Yeah.
You're talking about one at the orphan. Maybe she's there because she wants to be.
There you go. Yeah. It's not all bad.
No.
Have you guys come across Bigfoot yet? Not yet.
I met Andre the Giant. His feet were pretty big. My thing if I ever seen Bigfoot. Yeah, if I'm walking through the woods, minding my own business, just hiking around, and I look up, there's a 12-foot Bigfoot in front of me. Yeah, my underwear may need changing. Because I can't run a step. I've got my knees replaced.
Yeah, huh? I don't think I'm calling it. I mean, I would probably die from a bear or something because I'd be trying to feed it, but not Bigfoot. I'd be like, no. But a bear, I'd be like, here, come here.
Well, see, you live in bear territory. You live in Memphis, right?
Hmm.
That's bear territory, as much as here. See, we're not that far apart.
Well, you're in Arkansas, right?
Yes,
Oh, see,
southeastern Arkansas.
my ear just, I do that. So- Something's here because my ear just went off. I love it when
I
something
actually did a show
attention. It just
for
gets my
CNN Headline. Jupiter Productions out of Nashville.
uh
They were contracted by CNN for their show Vengeance. And I was going to be the guest on the show, and so they paid our travel, our rental car, gas, and one night in the hotel. Yes, we stayed in a 5-star hotel, basically on CNN.
I've never heard that, Nicole.
But we stayed there in Memphis. Went to that night. We went to eat on one of the roofer boats.
Yeah. I would love. I'm not into boats. I would never. I have never no desire to ever go on a cruise or to ever go out in the river. If it's docked, yeah, okay, but no, not just trolling up and down the river or out in the ocean. I'm good.
Oh, see, I was born when I was.
Going on that those poor people out there now on that cruise ship with that virus. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's a very very small cruise ship. That thing's the size of a yacht.
Cruise ship
There's
looks like
yachts around bigger than that cruise ship.
when you're way up above it, looking down on the ocean. All cruise ships look like tiny little toys.
Yeah,
But I've
but
got one more little story for you. If but and I
oh yeah,
was cleaning, and I'm OCD, so I know when something's out of place right off the bat. And I had my tea boxes turned to the pretty side, on top of the stove on each side. And I walked back in the bedroom to make the bed, and I came back in, and I stopped. I mean, I noticed it immediately. One was turned to where it was the words and the directions. And I stood there for a minute and I was like, is he trying to make me crazy? Did he do this? I'm like, no, you would have noticed that before. So I had to, it took me a minute because I try to debunk anything and everything that ever happens. I try to debunk it. And I was just like, nope, that's spirit. So that's just another one. I've got all kind of stuff like that. Little things, candles lifting up out of their holders, sitting on the very edge of the candle holder, all kinds of stuff. But I love it, and I just it puts a big old smile on my face when I see stuff like that now. None of that stuff scares me anymore, especially now, and now that I know that what is around me and nothing can harm me. I feel I'm very protected. I'm very blessed, obviously, after all I've done and been through in my life, and I'm good. My kids are good. I feel very blessed. I just
oh
something
yes.
happened that I cannot explain.
Uh, Nicole's been to Queen Mary, so I'm jealous. Pam Harris says not everything is paranormal, which is very
I would
true.
love to see Queen Mary. Not everything is paranormal. No, not everything is paranormal.
You live in a wooden house like I do, it creaks.
Yeah.
And some things, gravity happens.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about creaks and bumps in the night. I'm talking about stuff literally shifting or moving or making a sound that's
Right.
not creaking or bumping.
Or a shadow figure like I showed a while ago.
Yes, like that when I told you about the little one that I saw that I thought was my little boy. That was freaky.
At two places, I've seen 3 foot tall black shadows. And there was no kid in either place.
Hmm. Oh, that's cool, Nicole.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
unexplained by science. It is. People always want to be scientific about stuff, and I'm like, can't be with paranormal.
Now, Pam has got a question for you. Interesting. My next week's guest has a question for this week's guest.
I
Have
do
you ever
have
set up
cameras set up.
cameras?
I have one. I have one in here, but I don't have it turned on me a lot because I don't want people. I think people can watch you now that you don't know. And then I have one that faces outside. Now I have seen stuff on my outside camera as well, stuff that I can't explain. But I don't have. But it doesn't record. It's just one of those real cheap ones that I just keep people. So people think they're being recorded.
Now, a week or two ago, I had some guests that they've got a haunted location, and one of the guys' very good friends has a security company. They're putting security cameras in every room in the jail they have, and they're going to run the cameras 24/7, and you can pay a subscription monthly or yearly
Really?
and watch the cameras. Even when there's people in there doing a paranormal investigation, you can watch all the jail cells 24/7.
Where? What jail is this?
The Grice County Jail, I believe it is.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Big ones.
is in Florida.
Okay. I would like to go to
Yeah. The Gilchrist County Jail. I say Grist. It's a Gilchrist GILCHRIST County Jail in Florida, and they'll have that up and running in 5 to 6 weeks. And they're going to let me know when they do it,
be crazy.
so I can advertise their subscriptions, and you can sit there and watch the inside of that jail. You can do a paranormal investigation, and you don't even leave the house.
What's the name of the jail? It's on the rock. I don't know why I can't think of the name of it.
Alcatraz?
Yes, I want to go to Alcatraz. Wasn't he? There was a mobster that was in there too. He had his own cell with like it was all decked out with his stuff. What was his
Uh,
name? Al Capone.
yeah, Al Capone.
Yeah.
No, buddy. Nicole said, "You guys have any bucket list?" You just mentioned one of mine. I'd love to go. I'd love to do Alcatraz and the White House. What have
The
you got
White
for bucket list? Yes.
Wow. The Capitol is the one that has the cat, right? The black cat, the demonic cat. They say it has a demonic cat in it or something.
I'm not sure.
I think Capitol. Yeah, you have to look it up. I have a huge bucket list. New Orleans is on the bucket list. I mean, we've in the Queen Mary. That's a big one too.
Yes, Queen Mary would be nice.
Where is that at now?
It's out in California, isn't it?
Yeah,
Nicole, where's the Green Mary at? Is it Los Angeles or San Diego? I forget which.
is it California? Oh,
Sally House is a good location, I've heard.
yeah, I've heard that was a good one too.
Here in California, yeah.
I lived in San
What
Diego.
city is it, Nicole?
I wasn't doing all this.
Long Beach. There you go.
When I was 17 living in San Diego, I wasn't doing all this kind of stuff, or I would have taken the chance and done that. God. Damn, you kick yourself in the ass sometimes.
Yeah.
I could have done that when I was there. There's a lot of places there. Old San Diego is haunted. It's there's a lot of places.
Pam's got a good question.
Okay.
Nikki, if you could create a device for the paranormal, what would you create and why?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't really use any devices. I do have one. This one.
K2.
Yeah, I have that. Um, I guess to hear their voice, I would. Oh my God, you can make me cry. I would love to hear my granny and papa's voice. I would love to be able to talk to them. So if we could do that, that would be great.
Good night, Nicole.
Good night. Yeah, that would be that's what I would do and have if I could do it.
And Christy Rich says, I had a spirit from the Sally house. Her name is Mandy. Her mom worked at the Sally house. Mandy fell down the stairs.
Uh, I
There
think
are a lot of people that got killed in older homes like that.
yeah, and somebody I don't know what show it was. I know a lot of people don't like Ghost Adventures, but I loved Ghost Adventures, and but I don't. I mean, I don't like Zach. Honestly, I don't. But that show was a good show. I don't know if it's still on or not. I don't really watch a lot of TV anymore, but if I do, I'm watching stuff like that. But I think they did the Sally House
Hmm.
a couple of times.
They've done a lot of houses over the years because they were ghost hunting.
They've
What do
done
they have?
just about anywhere. They haven't been here. Oh, they did come here. We had an army hospital, which was haunted. Now it's been turned into condominiums for the elderly. I bet
Mm,
that it's still haunted. I'm sure. I mean, the
yes.
ghost aren't going to go nowhere. So, I mean, I thought about going over there. I wanted to go before they turned it into condominiums, but I never did.
But see, that was a haunted place turned into condominiums. There is the old wax museum down in New Orleans that got bought out and changed to condominiums. Then there was a place in Chicago called Castle Madrid, an old mob location that also got turned into condominiums.
Yeah.
So that's three haunted places. They got turned over to condominiums. And all three are bound to be still haunted.
I would love to like talk to those old people that live there. You know, they've got stories. You know, they do.
Yeah.
And that would have to. My son, when he got married and they started having, they moved. Her family's from up that way, not far from Chicago. So I'd have to check some of that stuff out when I go up there and visit sometime.
I don't know Twin Paranormal. That's not familiar to me. I don't watch a whole lot of shows.
Um, Caesar Hotel.
Another one, condominiums.
Okay.
There was a haunted place in Chicago, another place in Chicago where the grounds were haunted. It's the old Camp Douglas location.
Hmm.
And they built condominiums on some parts of it that's been there for years. But recently, in the last 7, 8 years, they built condos over where the barracks used to be.
They're still there.
Uh,
Maybe the basement, but they're still there.
and I did some ghost hunting when I was there 10 years ago. And yes, that area is haunted, and they built condos right on top of the spot where we were ghost hunting. Shortly after my baby's passed away, and my spirit box connected to my car radio to ask her a specific question. And Lord, let me tell you, she came through in her voice on my car radio.
I believe it.
Yeah, that will make you. Yeah.
I
Pam, I can't blame you about that.
believe it. Viewing. That sounds interesting.
Have you ever done any of that remote viewing?
Mm-mm.
That's fascinating.
Really? I'll have to try.
Yes.
It sounds
We
like
all have it in us. All you got to do is just meditate and concentrate. It's a little different for everybody.
yeah.
But you being a Reiki master should be able to relax better than I make myself relax.
Oh yeah. I can I do it with these guys a lot, especially the new one. She's still my cat that I brought in from outside. She was pregnant. Thank God she only had two, because I would have kept the whole litter. But these little ones, they're like their mama. They're still a little skittish. They don't like to be held yet.
Mm. Pam Harris asking the question, what is your thought about fairies?
I believe in fairies. I think I think I have some kind of, that's funny she says that because I watched something about fairies not the other day, and I feel like I've always felt like I've had some kind of uh I don't know, it's hard to explain. Uh but not all fairies are good fairies, so it's kind of like spirit.
Hmm.
It's not, yeah, it's hard to explain. Do you know anything about fairies?
Personally, I do not.
Okay. Well, I'm this pretty that's a new one for me, but I did just watch something about that not too long ago. And I
Oh,
thought that
Chrissy has a
it's familiar to
skeletal
me.
fairy.
Huh? We have fairies here too. You need to ground and protect before and after. Fairies are very, yes, they are.
Well, Nicole says fairies are good, sometimes mischievous. Ghosts can be mischievous.
Connection, thank you. Yes,
But
words just sometimes I just go blank.
would you believe we've had this show on for an hour 43 minutes?
It doesn't seem like it's been that long. I've been having such a good time.
Well,
But
you
I love hearing these stories, and I like people telling me stories because like not a lot of people have these stories. You know,
right.
everyday people they would look at you like you're crazy. So it's kind of nice to be able to just sit and chat about with people that have their own stories as well. I love it.
You have done amazingly well for having never been on, say, StreamYard before.
Thank you. Yes, this is my first time being on anything like this. But it's
You've
been
never
fun.
been on a podcast before.
No, never.
I think you fooled a lot of people tonight. You worked it like a pro.
Well, thank you so much because I was so excited, and then like an hour, 45 minutes before, I started getting nervous. And I was like, "Don't do this."
Don't be nervous. Just come in here. It's just
Right? It's just like
me and
hanging
you. A few questions from the chat room. We're just people over here of a kindred spirit talking. You have a
What is it?
cross on your ring finger
Nothing.
before your last knuckle on your palm on either hand.
Huh? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
A
I'm not sure what you're
tattoo?
talking
I
about.
don't know.
Thank you, Chrissy. He's like, that's
Uh,
my mom. Get
it's
off the phone.
a making of magic, is what Sean's talking about.
It's a making of magic.
Hmm.
I still don't understand.
Having a cross under your ring finger.
Having a cross on my ring finger?
Hmm. Marking.
I don't know.
So maybe you're not magically inclined.
Yeah, I don't see very well like I used to.
All right. Well, we kind of need to end because Sean's got to go.
Yeah,
We
he's
were
got to get.
preparing for something between an hour and an hour and a half show, and we're at an hour 45. So that was more than enough show that I didn't think we were going here, but here we are. I have a little animal on both palms in the crescent moon. Okay.
Oh
I have
yeah,
no idea what's in my hand.
thing. I've been reading about palmistry as well. I have. I think that's interesting as well. Yes, that's another thing I'm studying as well.
The
So
only thing I have in my hands is arthritis.
got that too, but it's not as
Well,
bad. I hope it doesn't get as bad as my grandmother's. It'll be all right.
I've been having to handle a lot of cinder blocks. Day before I took yesterday off. Day before yesterday and today, I built some concrete steps out of our back door. Cinder block steps.
Oh, you did? That's nice.
Hmm. And unloading them out of our car and then stacking them in steps. Uh, that's a lot of work for me.
Yep, it is.
Tell Shaw you're living the dream.
All of you guys have been so nice to me. Thank you so much. I really
I,
appreciate it. I've had so much
yeah, I
fun.
really appreciate all the questions and all the interest we got from the chat room tonight. Chat room has been really, really busy. Sean has been really patient in the background.
Thank you, Sean.
Nicole has had lots of vivid dreams. Yes.
Girl, tell me about it. Look me up on Facebook.
Yeah. Tell them exactly how to look you up on Facebook again.
Just go to Facebook and the picture that's on the left of the post that y'all post today, the darker one, that's me. If you see that picture, that's me. So just go to Nikki Perkins and find that picture. Sure. Are you done reading the book?
I'm just getting started on Pam Harris's book. That's her.
Night Terrors. Yes.
I will be reading the book this weekend, especially tomorrow after handling cinder blocks today. I will be taking tomorrow off as well. My poor body. And I believe that is your Facebook link right there, isn't it?
I can't see anything. Yes.
That's you with the picture in the black background picture.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how everybody can reach you right there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, like I said, I really appreciate all the conversation tonight. I hope we answered all your questions. Thank you, everybody, for the support. Nikki, it's been fun.
Thank you, you too.
And if you want to come in here sometime later, I mean, not tonight, but
I would love to. Yes.
and maybe we can talk some more about some cards.
Oh yes, I'm gonna start practicing that, and I'll do that trick. I'll do that trick for you next time.
Nicole,
if you got it, you got it. You can't lose it. So even though I haven't done it in months, I know I can still do it. I just need to practice. All right.
Okay, stay in the back room after the show. So Sean's willing to stay up a little bit longer. If you want to hang on after we do the show,
okay,
in chat, we can.
Okay.
I didn't know if Sean was going to do that or not. He says he is. So don't push the red button and exit the room.
Okay, I won't touch anything.
Yeah, you look straight down below you where the pictures are added, and you see a big red button. Don't push that.
Okay, well,
that exit you from the room, and you have to follow the link to come back in. So, but after we finish chit chatting, post show, then you can push that button and you're gone.
Okay.
All right. So if you hang around, we'll talk to you after the show. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate y'all watching. Sean, let's go ahead and close the door on this show.
Night, everybody.
Next week.
Yes, I'm here.
Next week.
Wow, that was fun.